What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Slipknot. Yes, indeed. Slipknot fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity-bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Urban Skates and Faddle. They both want to see me react to this song by Slipknot called Eyeless. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Slipknot, okay? And the video has 21.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Slipknot, Eyeless, audio. Okay. Okay. Small correction. This is from the first album. I recognize this album work. Okay. I have heard this. I have heard this song. I honestly do not remember it. For those of you that don't know my history with Slipknot, I did buy the first album. I did listen to it, and I was not a fan. I absolutely was not a fan. There was only one song on this entire album that really kind of captured my attention, and that was the track "Wait and Bleed." That was it. Everything else on the album I really was not a big fan of at the time. So, have I heard the song before? Yes, I did listen to it once, and I haven't listened to it since I first bought it, which was like, oh god, over 20 years ago. So, yeah, I do not remember this song. Now, maybe I will. Maybe I'll play it and maybe it'll resonate with me and I'll go, oh, I remember this song from that one run through. Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't see that happening, but it could. It could. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
But all they do is complain. How many times have you wanted to kill everything and everyone? Say you do it, but never will you get to California with them all up in those eyes. Get to California with them all up in those eyes. You got to California with them all up in those eyes. I am my father's son, cause he's a phantom, a mystery, and that leaves me nothing. Many times if you wanted to die, it's too late for me. All you want to do is get rid of me. You get to California with them all up in those eyes. Get to California with them all up in those eyes. You can't say California with the mud right those eyes. It's all in your head. It's all in my head. It's all in your head. Yeah.
Nah, I think this is actually one of the songs that probably turned me off from these guys. It's fast. It is fast. The delivery is fast, especially from a vocal standpoint. Corey's meter and his delivery on this is rapid. I don't know. I kind of feel like the DJ and the sampling is kind of taking the lead on this, and I feel like guitar and bass are almost like an afterthought. I mean, they're there, but they're not the leading force behind this song. It's the DJ and it's the sampling, which, I mean, to me, okay, unless you're gonna be an act that defines themselves as a DJ slash digital slash sampling style band, then I don't know if that really works. Like, if you're like, there's a difference between utilizing DJs and samples and drops for the sake of enhancing what's happening with the guitar and the bass. It's a completely different thing when the DJs and the samples and the drops and everything else is leading the charge and the guitars and bass are just kind of backing that up. You know what I mean? And that is exactly what this kind of feels like. So, not a fan. I'm already not a fan of this. Another 2.5 minutes to go. Oh boy. All right, let's go.
I tried, you lied to me for so long. Everywhere I go, there's a sense of it. Pick up my antics and give me a choice. Doesn't matter if I give a shit a shot. That you got me, you get to California with a Malapero's eyes. Get to California with a Malapero's eyes. You can't see California with a Malapero's eyes. It's all in your head. It's all in my head. It's all in your head. Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
Do you wanna feel pain? Taking my name in vain. There never felt so lame inside. Everybody else got pride. Do you wanna take my life? Maybe I will reverse my right. Who the fuck are you? Fuck you. Better suck it up, cause you put it through. Better get away from me. Get the fuck away from me.
See, we haven't heard a single DJ scratch or sample or nothing for a while. And this has gotten better. Oh. Stop too soon. See, without the DJs, without the samples, without the scratches, without the drops, without everything else, man, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. It's a lot more straightforward. And that's fine. I like that. That's good. But I just feel like the second the DJ kicks in, it's just like, on this song, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because the song is so fast. Maybe because the song is so driving. I feel like the DJ is kind of a distraction. And it just takes away from the rawness of the guitar and the bass. Maybe that's the problem I have. Actually, now the more I think about it, I think that is the problem I have. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. That was like a quarter time feel at the end there. I like that. I think that might have been my favorite part of the whole song right there, those last like 30 seconds. That was heavy. I dug that. I absolutely dug that part. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Slipknot with Eyeless. This was a request from Urban Skates and Fadel. Okay, it's not bad. I mean, it actually wasn't bad at all. Let's start off with the score and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 7.3. Yep, 7.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Take everything into account here, and I feel this is a really good song. But here's the thing. There was one factor that really kind of pushed this up into the really goods. Without that one factor, this would be up in the high sixes. I'd be looking like about a 6.8, 6.9, something like that. The song as a whole, though, like I said, you combine everything, it is really good. Vocally, not really my thing. It's just pure grit and growl. I've never been a big fan of songs that are just pure grit and growl with no melodics whatsoever in the vocals. Never been a fan of that. The guitar playing, thick, full, crunchy guitar tone, which I love. Some great subdivision work happening within the guitar work. Some great syncopated guitar work actually with all the guitars. I include the bass guitar in there as well. All three involved. Sounded really good. Drumming was tight. Drumming was probably one of the highlights for me, if I'm being honest. The drumming was really nice. Some great fill work. Some great fills and some great setups, moving from phrase to phrase. I have my big up and my big down. The big downside for me is the DJing / sampling. Now, at the beginning of the song, it dominated the song. Let's be honest here. It absolutely dominated the song up until the time where I did my first pause. And I was like, ugh. It just sounds like this is a DJ-driven song with the guitar and the bass kind of backing it up. But the thing is, after that first pause, the DJing pretty much disappeared. The samples pretty much disappeared. And the scratches pretty much disappeared. And we were left with just raw guitar and bass and drums. And man, it got better. But that first minute or so, man, it was not easy. It was rough. Listening to it being so driven. I got no problem with DJs and samples and stuff as long as they're used appropriately. And they're used in ways to reinforce the song, not take over the song and not lead the song. Like, unless you're going to be that type of a band, like if you're that type of an act, if you're a DJ that utilizes live guitars and bass and drums, but the DJ is clearly defined as being the star of the show, okay, that's different. That's something completely different. That is a whole nother realm. And that's fine because that's the expectation. But within a band, I mean, don't you want the band to be equals across the board? Or if you're a rock and metal band, if anything's going to be leading, it should be the guitars and the bass and the drums. And then the DJ reinforces and backs it up and makes it even fuller and makes it even more exciting, but not taking the lead like this did during that first minute. Now, the thing I absolutely loved about the song was about the last 30 seconds where we went into that quarter time feel. Man alive, did it get heavy. Woo.
I like it!
Those last 30 seconds, boy, that was my favorite part of the whole song, in all honesty. That was great. When it got super heavy like that, and it went into that quarter time feel, man, it got thick, it got full, it got, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, other than it just got super heavy, man, I dug that. I absolutely dug that. My absolute favorite part of the song. Not because the song was winding up, and not because the song was, coming to a close, but because they went into that super heavy feel. I really dug that part. That part was fun. A lot more fun than the beginning, I'll tell you that right now. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's getting a really good score of 7.3, mostly because of that last 30 seconds. Without those last 30 seconds, this would be down seriously in the high sixes, probably 6.8, 6.7, 6.9, somewhere in there. But because of those last 30 seconds and how much I enjoyed those last 30 seconds, yeah, 7.3. I got no problem giving it that score, and that is where we're gonna stay. So, 7.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.